Hi there and welcome to your gardening week. Well, that was a bit of a surprise, wasn't it? We had a real blast from the east. Unfortunately, I was suggesting that we all held back on our pruning and all those gardening jobs just in case we had a last minute cold snap. And there we go, we had one. So looking ahead to the coming week, it does look like it's going to continue cold, especially in those areas that have had a lot of snow and have frozen up a lot overnight. But down in the south there is a few hints that it's going to get a bit milder over the coming week. So perhaps we can get out and start doing some of that pruning that we need to be getting on with. However, I'm going to limit myself to carrying on with planting and sowing seeds indoors and not getting too carried away just in case we get another cold snap. So the jobs that I'm going to do this week, I'm going to plant up some lily bulbs. So start by filling a pot with compost, about half its depth. Make sure that you choose a nice large pot to accommodate all the growth that these lilies are going to make. And then I'm going to plant these 5 lily bulbs that I got, set them quite evenly apart, probably about 3 to 4 inches apart in the pot, then cover with compost, firm it down around the bulbs as you go, fill it up level with the top of the pot, and there you go. Set it aside in a sheltered place, keep it well watered in dry conditions, and by about June time they'll be in full flower. I'm also going to start off some beetroot in cellular trays. Rather than sowing direct out in the ground, although they're hardy, beetroot really do benefit from being brought on a little bit earlier and a little bit quickly in trays, and then once they're growing well you can plant the seedlings out, say in about the beginning of April, so that they've got a bit of a head start and won't suffer a check to growth. So start by filling some divided seed trays with some well sieved compost, fill up to the top loosely, strike off any excess, and then tap on the surface of your table to consolidate that compost into the cellular tray. Then simply sow one of the corky seeds into each of the individual units. Then cover with a little more compost, strike off level, water well, then put in a cold greenhouse, a conservatory, or on a cool windowsill, somewhere where those beetroot seeds can germinate nice and slowly, so that in about a month's time the young plants will be ready to plant out. And my third job is being a bit canny with the plants that I buy. This skimia, for example, has got 5 rooted cuttings that have grown into a larger plant. I can simply split those individual cuttings apart, taking care not to damage too much of the root ball system, and then pot them up singly, grow them on for a year, and there we are. I've got 5 plants for the price of 1. So there we are. That's my list of jobs to be doing in the garden this week. If you want any more ideas of things you can be doing, then look at my website davidhurrian.com, and in the meantime, keep warm.